everyone, this is Dr. Mommy coming to you again with another video. As you can see, I am sitting here in my cozy chair, so you know exactly what that means. It's time to have some more cozy chair conversation. Now, if you can recall from the last cozy chair conversation topic, we were discussing why is it so hard to have money talks. Why is it so hard to discuss finances and budgeting and money and investing and anything that has to do with money? So I had a total of 4 articles that I wanted to review. I did the first 2 in the previous video, and I'm actually only going to do one of the 2 that I have remaining because the last one I don't really see any information that I want to pull out of it. It's pretty repetitive as it relates to the other 2 articles that I've already discussed. So yeah, we're going to just dive into this last one. We're going to make this video short and sweet because I am a little tired just getting in from work. So yeah, let's get going. This article is entitled 4 Reasons Why You Probably Don't Discuss Money. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through and kind of give an overview of each of the reasons why, and then I'm just going to go directly into the solutions that they give in the article. I pulled this article offline from the website stashinvest.com, and as you know, I will leave the information about the article in the description box below. So let's dig in. The title of the article is 4 Reasons Why You Probably Don't Discuss Money. Okay, the first reason that they list here in this article is money is hard to talk about because everyone has different priorities. Okay, and the sample that they give here is in 2016, couples spent an average of $32,000 on their weddings. If you take a closer look at their budget, you can see a vast difference in priorities. Some couples prioritize a delicious sit-down meal and save money by making their own playlist. Other couples find a similar venue so that they can book their favorite band. Couples find ways to cut spending in one place so that they can splurge on something else. So basically, that is the reason why people find it difficult to discuss money, because let's just think, if you're sitting down with your friend girls and you all want to discuss money, but just like the examples that they gave here in this article, you got one friend girl saying, hey, I decided that I was gonna forego a lot of money on a band for my wedding, but I decided to spend a lot of money on flowers, or something like that. But whatever it is, you got 3 friend girls sitting down and they are all spending money on different items as it relates to their wedding. So they feel uncomfortable, or they may feel that the other friend is going to try and ridicule them, or say something about, well, girl, if that was me, I wouldn't have spent that much money on flowers. I would have waited and spent that on my honeymoon, So you don't want to kind of ruffle the feathers, if you will, between the friends. So that is probably one reason why having money talks is different, because everyone have different priorities. And like I said, later on in the article, they are going to give us some solutions as to how we can eliminate that issue that you have so that you can start to have more talks. The second reason why that they give here in the article is money is hard to talk about because everyone thinks that everyone else has more of it. Now, this is probably, to me, from dealing with people and their finances and having experience of experiences of finances over the years, this is the top one. I would think that this is like the top reason. Because the first thing you want to do is try and go and compare yourself to someone else. We're going to have to stop doing that. Because at some point in your life, everyone had less money than they have now. You know, let's just think about this. At one point in your life, you were in college eating ramen noodles. Actually, I still eat ramen noodles because I love them, but that's a choice. I don't have to eat that. But at one point, you were just eating ramen noodles. Now you're able to go to any steakhouse that you would like to go to. You know, so basically, if that is one person's situation, that may not be another person's situation. Therefore, that other person may feel that, okay, I am still making the ramen noodles money. So, hey, I think I'm going to shy away from talking about money. Although, I need to try and have these conversations so that I can increase my finances so that I can be able to have the steak dinners or go out on the steak dinners. But that person just starts to compare themselves with, you know, other individuals that are part of their circle or wherever it may be, you know, on the job or whoever you hang out with. And so we're going to have to stop having those type of thoughts. And also that person that's making that steak money, you're going to have to stop having that type of mentality too around your friends, because you're going to want to allow them to be able to come into an inviting situation where they can discuss money, because you may have some tidbits of information that they may be able to use so that they can start making the steak money that you're making. So basically, as it relates to that, we are just going to have to stop comparing ourselves. That is the second reason they have in this article. Okay, the third reason is money is hard to talk about because people, hold on. Yeah, we already talked about that one. Let's move on. Money is hard to talk about because old habits die hard. Okay? So basically, I love the example they give here, so I'm going to read through that one real quick. Maybe your family didn't talk about money, or perhaps it was a source of stress that could never be avoided. Many children learn at a young age that money is a taboo subject. Case in point, 72% of parents are reluctant to talk to their kids about money for one reason or another. Kids attach emotions to it that they hold long into adulthood. It is not surprising then to learn that 88% of millennial couples say financial decisions are a source of tension in their partnership. So, basically, you have to allow, like for example, in this example, because the children attach that emotions to not being talked to about finances when they were younger by their parents, by the 72% of parents, then they carry those emotions on into adulthood. And what's going to happen? That's the way they were taught when they were children. So when they get with their spouse or their friends or whoever they feel that they want to discuss finances with, they cannot do it because the way that they were raised and those emotions that they felt when they were children, they carry them on into adulthood. So, of course, some of this stuff, guys, we're just going to have to force ourselves to break. We're going to have to stop doing it. It's just going to have to be a hard break. You're just going to have to come in one day, look, I am fed up with my finances. I need to talk to somebody about them. I don't care if I make minimum wage. I don't care if they make $2 million a month and I make $2 a month, whatever the case may be. You know, we're going to have to put our pride aside, put our egos down so that we can have these discussions. Because like I said in the previous video, finances is a part of our everyday life. For the most part, we have to deal in finances in order to live, to survive in this society. So we're going to have to find ways to talk about this. Okay, let's go on into the solutions real quick. This video is getting long. I see in these cozy chair conversations I can get long-winded, but all right. So, how do we break the mold? The first suggestion that they make here in this article is you do not have to release your tax returns to the press to get the conversation started. I totally agree with that. So what they mean by that is basically you could have conversations around some topics that you like to talk about and kind of intertwine the finance, bring along the financial aspect of it. Let me give you a example that they have here. They said start the conversation about financial goals by trading budget tips and great ideas. You're not the first person to save for a vacation. You're also not the first person to try to plan healthy meals that won't break the bank. Talk to your friends about money-saving hacks they've used in the past and trade your best ideas. So basically, I'm one who does meal prep during the school year. Okay, and if you are, a friend on my Facebook page, you will see how I do my meal prep on Sundays, and I prepare meals for 3 children for the entire week. So basically, if I wanted to start having conversations about money and my grocery budget, because grocery can definitely blow your budget. So if I want to start having conversations about that, I don't necessarily have to come out to one of my other friends that's doing meal prep or who likes to cook and say, girl, do you have any tips for me on how I can, make this $60 stretch because that's all I got per week for groceries? We don't even have to start the conversation that way. We can ease into it. Susie, I love to do meal prep, and I like to use chicken and pork chop and turkey, and I'm finding that at the local Publix that the turkey is running like $6.79 a pound, and that's starting to get a little bit expensive. Do you have any ideas or any kind of tips on where I could go to get my my turkey at a cheaper price? And see, that will open the door to start having a casual conversation with Susie, who you thought would be a stressful or uncomfortable situation to have. And so y'all can go from there to, to introducing other areas in your budget, to ask suggestions for. You don't have to just come out, real hardcore asking those questions about just directly about money. Sometimes that can be intimidating. So if you can just come up with maybe 1 or 2 things that you have in common with someone else, and you can kind of have that conversation to start talking about your budget, how you can tighten it up, how you can start making better financial choices with your money. I thought that was a really, really good example on a solution as to how you can start to have money talks with different people, be it your family, your friends, or whomever. So actually, that is the only solution that they have in this article, actually. And I think that's a good solution because you can apply that across the board, to any area. Just have that, that kind of casual, down-to-earth conversation. Don't just go gung-ho. First statement that comes out of your mouth is about your budget and the amount of money you make, and I don't know what to do with it, and blah blah blah. That's going to be stressful for both you, the person who's diverging the information out, and the receiver. So I want to have those casual conversations to start tying budget and finances into your conversation so that you can learn how to better budget your money, then in return, maybe find some other budgeting tips on how to start paying down your debt and then saving more money and then ultimately investing in your future. So that is all I have for today, YouTube family. As always, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, like and share this video with others that you feel may need to know how they can start having money talks in the future. And also, I would like for you to leave a comment below. Let's start having conversations so that we can help each other out in this financial world and on this financial journey, so that there may be others that want to read comments, or there may be information that I didn't provide in this article that you have. I mean, in this video that you may have, where people can come in and read those comments so that they can better learn how to have budget conversations. So as always, this is Dr. Mommy, where we dream big but start small around here. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.